welcome again. We know that we went through some not an easy year for a lot of people, but my job is not to give opinion about things. My job is to use astrology, use channeling, and use tarot card to help you to make a better decision for the next year. What I'm going to do tonight, it will be a few things. It will be the first 10 months from January till end of September. I'm going to read to you. I'm going to tell you what's to expect. After that, I'm going to do it live with you the next 2 months. The next 2 months that's coming, which are basically October, November, December. That's actually 3 months. So November, December, that's mostly what I'm going to focus on. And in the middle, if you have question, please text it to Debbie. But I would like to be more strict and direct with you. I don't want a question that has an opinion in it. The question has to be a full question, meaning we cannot say we know the world is collapsing. Why start? Don't do that. Just ask, what do I need to do about, like a real question that you don't know. And in the end, I will let people choose the tarot card. Debbie will. So just in the end of the lecture, in about 45 minutes into the lecture, or 55, depends how it's going to go, I'm going to tell people to say their name, and we're going to choose a card, and we're going to show the card to everybody, and I will explain what this card means in tarot. Those of you who don't know what tarot card is, tarot was basically used a lot by the also Freemason, Golden Dawn, mystical group, and those of you who know Kabbalah know how to read the tarot with the Hebrew letters in it. So it's kind of quite important, quite powerful for everybody. I also would like to tell you, those of you who want reading of astrology with Debbie, and we highly recommend it. It will be a 40 minutes reading plus 10 minutes question and answer, whoever want it, and it will be, to my opinion, super good price and super cheap. It will be $100 only. So $100, 40 minutes and 10 minutes question. Those of you who want to register later, just text Debbie and tell her that I need to make a chart with you, and she will give you the 40 minutes plus a 10 minutes question and answer. The deal is only tonight. It's only because we're doing it. We want to make sure if people get confused and they need extra understanding, just go ahead and call Debbie and make the appointment. All right, here we go. We're going to go to the 10 months because according to Kabbalah, there is something called 10 Sefirot, and every month is basically connect to a Sephirah. So the beginning of the year connect to Keter. That's the seed level. That's why I would like you very much to listen to what's happening in the year of 2022, what to expect, what's happening in the chart, and we're going to take care of you the best we can. So before I start, just to remember that I love astrology, but astrology is not the only knowledge. It can give you the truth about what happened in heaven, but it doesn't mean that it will give you always the truth, what's happening with you, how is it relate to heaven. For this, you need more a personal chart that can tell you. So I'm doing the prediction based on astrology for the general idea with the time that happened in England, Greenwich. So this is how it's based on. So just to let you know, this is a conventional astrology, very, very simple, based on Kabbalistic knowledge, based on the Hebrew date of the Hebrew calendar, based on Tarot, and of course, based on Kabbalah. So just to let you know what we're doing. Well, if we have anybody ask, let me know. Anyway, now, let's start. Here we go. Beginning of the year, January, my friend. Venus start with retrograde already, unfortunately, or not fortunately, in December. It started in December. Now Venus, most astrologers, when they look at Venus as the planet of love. From a Kabbalistic point of view, the Venus represents illusion and represent also money and health. So when Venus goes in retrograde, that means you have to deal with something that has to do in the area of love, in the area of money, in the area of health. But what does that mean to deal with? It means it's going back. What do you mean it's going back? When something going back, that's when you left something there. So you have to go back and check what is it I didn't do right about my love life? What is it I didn't do right about my money? What is it I didn't do right about my health? Now, If it's global, that's when the whole universe is going to go back. When? Actually, this coming Monday. It's the beginning of Venus and retrograde. But because it's continued to the January, that's when you're going to feel it in the beginning of the year even stronger. Now, there is many aspects to it, okay? There is many aspects to it, and how we need to behave at that time. First, you need to know it's a female. Venus is a female energy. It's all feminine. It's all about feminine energy. So what does that mean? Does that mean only women benefit from it, or also men? Well, every human being on this planet, every creation has a male and female. The female side is the receiving part, while the male part is the giving part. That's been the receiving part, what we call our desire, our capacity, is needed improvement in beginning of this Monday and January. We need to start working on how to improve our desire, how to improve our capability of capacity. We need to understand what is that I want, why do I want it, how much do I want it, do I really need it, do I really want it. All of those things has to be defined, and defined quickly. So please don't wait for January 1st to define it. Please do it 10 days before January. Okay, please sit with yourself 10 days before January, sit with yourself and say, what is it I want? And don't put that list of saying, if I put the list, it's going to happen. Maybe it will, maybe it's not, but that's not the goal. The goal is to define my desire from the point of, I have to elevate what I want. Because if it's only my agenda, my ego, it might happen, but you're not going to be happy. But if it's not your agenda, it's not your ego, then it might happen 50% of what you want, but you're going to be extremely happy. So the receiving aspect of your soul has to change for the new year. Now, instead of looking for fulfillment, like soulmate or money or amazing thing, because it's Venus, okay, in that time, we're supposed to fix the force that drawing everything, which is our desire. So we would like to fix what drawing the great thing that I want from life. Do not focus on your goals. Leave the goal away and focus on me as a person has to change. So what I draw are also going to be great, and the way I draw it will be with no agenda, with no ego. So this year is kind of a spiritual year if you look at it. It's a spiritual year. It's a very, very powerful year if you think about it. But it's not going to go easy if you are just busy with what you want. It will go very easy if you're fixing the engine of desire. If it's not clear, Debbie, somehow for you, that's been not clear to them, so people can ask. Now, you have to remember, Venus in the beginning of the year is in Capricorn, like all the time, everything is in Capricorn in the beginning of the year. Now, what is Capricorn? It's an established sign, strong sign, stubborn, okay? So that means everybody will looking for kind of stability in the area of money, So for that reason, people will make decision in the beginning of the year so they can draw an amazing finance, amazing success in the finance world. But because they want it so much, they will confuse between what they want, how much they want it, to fix their desire. And I'm sure it's not clear to you. So for example, try to think you're sitting on a bar and there is champagne for free for everybody. The most expensive champagne. I don't know the expensive champagne today. What's the name? But you're sitting and your glass is dirty, really dirty. There's mud in it. There's leftover food. Pieces of hamburger inside from last night. You got to clean the cup. That's called Venus. You got to clean it. Then the fulfillment is there for sure. So what this year is trying to tell you, check yourself. Look inside and find out what is about me. And what am I drawing? If I'm not clean internally, and only you know the answer, maybe you and God, then what I'm going to draw into my life will be protection for my fear, protection for my issue. I will not be able truly to achieve the level that I need to achieve. What's going to happen this month? And again, I'm only talking long in January, then we're going to go smooth month after month, very quick. Everybody wants change in this month, but nobody knows where to start. So for that reason, a lot of people will jump for no reason to all kind of direction. It will be a mess. And it will be the one that change himself internally, and there will be the one who try to change the world externally. And the one who work on the internal part because of Venus in retrograde, will do great. They will not even go after the goal will find them. It's how beautiful it is. All the investment of money or emotional investment will be with fear, will be with not clarity, will be with uncertainty. The answer is within the soul. How do I clean myself? So through that, I will draw the success that I need. Please, January, don't make that silly list. How much weight you need to lose and all this. Don't do that. Please wait to do it on March 1st. Don't do that list on January 1st. Please. Please, I'm asking you, please. We also have to see that Uranus, which is the planet of change, the planet of revolution, the planet of this is Samantha looking out to get in. So the planet of revolution, the planet of break all the rules, and Taurus is the whole concept of stability. So you have two forces that contradict each other. Okay, Uranus, let's break all the rules. Taurus, stay stable. So what does that mean? It means that people taking over, it sounds scary, don't panic. People taking over the leader place. So far, in the last many, many years, it seemed like the leader know what they're doing, the doctor know what they're doing, the police know what they're doing, and slowly that fall apart. You already see it. That it happened in the last 1.5 years. But what's going to happen more is the people will go and take control. Again, it sounds scary. Over government, over police, over army. Now it can go and become anarchy, or it can be the beginning of democracy, the real democracy. How do we know what's going to happen? Well, it depends on the people. For example, in Venezuela, you take Venezuela, please, prison. Everybody's in prison. That's what I hear, all my people from there. So people live in Venezuela. The people not ready to make the change. It's not the government. How many people you have in the government? You have more people. So the people will win the stability, the stable, what is stability. When I open the tarot on this month, what I have is 4 cups. 4 cups, it means be careful not to fall to the illusion that people promise to you about romantic relationship. So what is that message for you guys for the month of January? That in the month of January, you're going to have all kind of fun time romantically. Don't dwell on romantic illusion. Besides that Venus represent in Hebrew or in Kabbalah, Venus is Noga. Noga lo saviv. Noga is one of the name of the Klippa. It's a certain negative energy that has 2 sides, positive and negative. And the positive, the negative is much more dangerous than negative, because the positive or the negative can look good, but it's not. So what you gotta do in that month? Simply, if you want in one word, fix the internal force that draw everything out. I'm jumping to February. This is the time. It's a very spiritual year, guys. To make what we call cheshbon nefesh, to look inside your soul, to all the people that I heard them with my lips, with the way I spoke to them. So if you heard your husband, your wife, your children, your neighbor, it's time to say, I'm so sorry. Please allow me to say sorry so you can forgive me. All right? Now, also in this time, because of Mercury, we have to be careful when we speak. People understanding us. How do you find out if they understand you? Is by asking them question, am I clear about what I say? If you're not going to do that, you think they understand you, but they don't. Okay, so be careful in the month of February not to jump. All the Gemini, Aries, and Libra, just be careful in this time not to speak so fast and jump into things right away, because it can be dangerous for you. Because you're always jumping, and it's not good to jump into conclusion or into idea. Just chill out, and everything's okay. Especially the Libra were born in the beginning of October. Now, do not go quickly, please, please, please. Don't do nothing fast in the month of February. Not in this month. Mercury is going backward. It will not let you just go the way you want it. In a romantic relationship, you still have to be careful with justice. If you've been married for a long time, it will be a lot of justice fight in February. So don't try to be right. Keep it, please, for March 1st. March 1st is the beginning of a great time. So I'm trying to tell you, the beginning of the year will feel a little bit heavy. It's not heavy, it's built up for something very good. But those of us who's not going to be patient, of course, will feel like it's bad, but it's not. All right? It's not. So whoever work on themselves spiritually for 60 days, January and February, the benefits are endless. So please, for the first 2 months, January and February, get a coach, get a teacher, get me if you want, get Debbie, get people from here, so we can help you. You need a guy to talk to at least every day. At least every day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 1 hour. You gotta have 2 months of intense spirituality, the first 2 months of the year. Why? Because the rest of the year, you can benefit tremendously, but it's only for the people who did the work in the first 60 days. So do not expect, I wrote to myself, do not expect a result in the month of February. Do not expect a result. Do not be busy with the result. Be busy, I'm talking about money, result of happiness, result of being happy about not just money, everything else. So don't expect things to move quickly in the month of February. In the end of February, we're going to start feeling it. We're going to start feeling like much better. When I said the end, I'm talking about February 15. So it's in the middle. February 15, you're going to start feeling like, wow, this is, my soul feels something. I don't know what it is, but it's open. Open up. Okay? In the banks, those of you who work with the banks, the change will not take place yet in February, unfortunately. Under the ground, meaning things you cannot see, secret things that you cannot see, there's a lot of change. A lot of change, but you're not going to be able to see it on the news or any type of paper that will talk about it. And the universe, the whole global community, and that's what excites me in this month, will start talking about some change, and they will stop trusting the system. So the one who cannot trust the system will be divided to 2 groups. The first group, they don't care. They just enjoy to do the opposite of what exists. So when people tell them, don't trust the government, they're always looking for a drama how not to trust something. And that will be, for them, the time to do that. The second group, they want to create the change because they think the universe can be a better place to be. So it's a kind of a very powerful month. And the Tarot telling us that there is 2 coins. 2 coins mean finance, meaning money. So everything that has to do with change. So 2 coins, meaning you're going to change your house, you're going to change the place you live, you're going to change the work, you're going to change only things that has to do with money. So investment, new investment. Please, before you make any investment, please talk to Debbie or myself so we can guide you in the best way we can. So before you do it, because for every person, depends what sign are you. For example, this year is the year of the Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. This is the year of the Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. That's why those of you invest in other country, I wrote it to myself, Italy, Romania, and South Korea, that's Leo. Scorpio is Norway, Morocco, Lebanon, and Turkey. Aquarius is Syria, Russia, New Zealand, and the Vatican. Taurus, Sweden, Cyprus, Serbia, and Yemen. I know this. You can look it online if there is other country or other city. For example, the city of London is Gemini. So maybe London is Gemini, but England is not. So it depends on that. Just please understand that there is a change coming. A change coming, and the change has to do with changing location. You're going to start, if you decided to move already, please, it will be a great time to do it in the end of February, after the 15th. I told you, after the 15th. the months of Mars. Okay? March or Mars? March. Thank you. So in this time, the beginning of friendship, a lot of party, a lot of friend. If that happened in astrology, we look at it like, wow, maybe at that time, why maybe? So COVID is over and everything is nice and we're coming back to each other. So this is very nice. Now, what happened at this time? Okay, Mars, not March, Mars, the planet, okay, which is a war, the planet of war, and Venus, the planet of love, okay, becoming one together. The atmosphere will be, wow. It's almost like a time of loving each other. I'm talking about between March 1st to March 17. There is a need to study. Those of you who want to go back to school at this time. It will be great for you. Go back to school. Study languages if you can. Study languages. Study a new profession that didn't seem important for you. Please, the beginning of March, register already. Don't be lazy. Register for a new profession or a new language that you never will study. Choose a profession that will definitely not be you. I repeat, definitely not be you. For example, for me, I cannot be a tailor. I'm not good. I'm not good. I don't know. I don't know how to work with the needle. I'm not good. See, if I will study that, I will find out that I'm actually becoming good at that. Again, I repeat, study in the month of March is the most important thing. Study of spirituality. Those of you who don't have yet a teacher you talk to every day for at least 5 minutes, make sure in the month of March you talk to a teacher 5 minutes a day at least. Don't stop studying. Whoever think big in this month will reward like unbelievable. You're forbidden from the beginning of March till the end to think small. You think small, you're not going to do well. You think big in this month. Let's say if your place brings 50 people, start thinking to bring 10,000 people. Don't ever allow yourself to think small in this time. It's a great time to invest money. Great time to invest money. Great time to buy something big. I repeat, something big. Big home, big hotel, maybe if you have enough money to buy an hotel, big, study center, school, to buy a school maybe, to buy a synagogue, to buy a church, whatever, big. You have to think big. In this month, you're going to go for it. Also, you have to be careful who you're talking to. That's the only problem. Because in this month, when you talk, it will use against you. So just watch out that you talk to the right people. This month is giving a lot of gift to the one thing big. I already told you that. And it will give rewarding more to the people who work with the other people who are in need of money, or need of help, need of love, need of food. So this is very important to get out of the agenda in the end of March. Just before April start, make sure you sit with yourself. So I'm going to give you the date. It's March 13. March 13. What is it? March 13. March 13. Yeah. In March 13, around that time, till March 21st, you got to make sure that you are telling yourself morning and night, it's not about me, it's about others. Please, and make it about others. Whoever deal with people will be like oil above water. Everything you ever wish for will happen by itself. You don't even need to do it. Also, I'm sorry to talk about March a lot. I'm excited about March because March is the beginning of all the goodness. Also, there is a lot of explosion of anger in this month, especially if you're Taurus. If you have the sign of Taurus strong in you, either rising or moon or the sign, and that month, those people with those three categories, moon, rising, or sign, are not allowed you the justice to explode. Please, don't let it go. Because Taurus care about justice and the truth, but they so much care about justice that they are losing the koruach, they're losing their cool about what's really going on, and then they don't see the picture. The bad thing that will come out about justice also is people who cheat with big money. So people who cheat with billions, This is the month, might be prison. You're going to see a lot of things on the news. People who are stole money from people about investment, that's going to come on the news. The negative will go to be above the water, if you understand what I'm saying. So, because it will not hide anymore. Tarot, according to the Tarot, this month belongs to Venus, the queen, which is beautiful, sexuality, beauty, charisma. So this month is a lot about art. Those of you who love art, to invest in art, to buy art, to sell art, this is the time to get into that business. If you're capable to get in that business, if you know what you're doing in that business, you're going to do well, especially if you are either Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus. By the way, you don't have to be that sign. You can be a partner with that sign. Just sign them with you on the contract and tell them, listen, we're not partly money-wise. I'm going to give you a little bit, let's say 5%, 10%, maybe 20%, but you're my partner. Just because you need their mazal, you need their good luck. You need those 4 people as a good luck, okay? Now, this card in Kabbalah is the letter Dalet. The letter Dalet is mean Dala, meaning poor. So that's mean, according to Kabbalah, that this month can challenge us in the area of money. My opinion of it, if you're asking me, I will not translate it, or interpretation will not be about being poor. It will be about Delet instead of Dalet. Delet will be a door for big things. So please think big. We're coming to the month of April. The energy of March continue and even become better in April. Okay? Everything is smooth. Everything is beautiful. Every person has to invent themselves from scratch in this month. So Gemini are loving it, because Gemini yesterday is gone and today is a new person. They don't look back, they look forward. It's good and bad. I'm not here to tell you what Gemini is. So just understand, reinvent yourself from scratch, meaning you truly come up with new idea. You have to come up with new idea. And that energy will last till June. So April, May, and June, 3 months straight, will be very powerful energy. Any change you want to do, any change, whatever you want to change about your life, yourself, mostly about yourself, will be tremendous. Usually what I do, what I want to change, I go usually to Israel, I pray, I meditate there. Why do I go to Israel? Because it's the center of the world. It's historical, everything is there. When I go and I meditate, and then slowly restart my machine. I hope that this year I will be able to be in April in Israel, especially in April 1st, because in April 1st, if I'm not mistaken, April 15, if I'm not mistaken, it will be a full moon. And that full moon is very, very special. You have to prepare for that full moon for 10 days. So before April 15, 10 days before, April 5th. And April 5th, please meditate morning and night, at least 20 minutes for the coming of the full moon on April 15. If you can make a trip to Israel and meditate with us there, of course, that will be benefit you in a level that is tremendous. It's a time of freedom. A lot of borders are open, so maybe that's the time that all the borders from the country are open. I wrote to myself a note. So I don't want to be just say to you, Corona will go away, but it will be something very special in the world. I would like to say Corona will go away, but I'm not God. So it will be something very special out of the box that will help us to open the gate between countries. Either the COVID is finished, or they will find something new that helping us to be together. It will be a need for people to work together, country to work together, government to work together, religion to work together. And if the people are sitting in their house and waiting for that to happen, you will not benefit from it, even if it will happen. So you have to be involved in some type of non-profit organization or education or something like that, so it will happen. Very important in this month. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot about April. It's a very powerful month. It will be, I know I have a lot to say. And it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I might keep you 90 minutes, not 1 hour, like I say. It's very important to invest in your own personal family. Do trip together, have fun together, like together with the family. Remember, invest in your family. and cross border with the family, right? Yeah. In your house, just remember, you may like it, you may not like it, the garbage will come out. Meaning whatever is about you that you're hiding, it's going to be out and about only within your family. So don't try to defend yourself when it happens. If there is something that need to happen about you, don't defend yourself. It's going to get worse. Just listen, take note, move on. Okay. Whoever like to rest, not the best month to rest. You have to get out of the comfort zone. You have to get to a true fulfillment of your soul. You have to invest more money. You cannot sit in the house. You cannot sit and wait. All right? A lot of president, kings, or important position people might go to court this month. I hope that it will be with mercy. Tarot card is 6 coin. Okay? Represent the whole idea of being philanthropic, meaning to be able to give charity, to be able to give wonderful thing. So please be on the side of the giving, not on the side of the receiving. And that's only take a consciousness, nothing more than a consciousness. Now we're shifting into the month of May. The month of May. Wonderful. So Mercury is going backward again. So the energy will be a little bit heavy. You're going to experience something from the age of 7. Remember, age of 7 or age of 21. Remember, either age of 7 or age of 21. Things that happened to you when you were 7 or 21, please register that, write it down. You'll have to deal with it in May. And you will have to deal with it enough already for repeating it. It's your chance to release it. You got to be busy with the practical side of the idea, but not to fall to the emotional part of the idea. For example, if let's say your mother left you when you were 7 or 21, God forbid somebody died in your family, don't be busy with the emotion that you felt. Busy with the practicality of what you want to happen. That's what you got to do. So don't fall into victimization. How come they didn't love me? They didn't do for me? Blah, blah, blah. The whole love thing. People talk about love. What about me? Don't do that, please. Love-wise, great time to fall in love. Super romantic, super beautiful. So please, I tell you when the love angels start. It starts in May 2nd. May 2nd, from May 2nd till May 15, which May 15 is the best. Those of you who want to get married, May 15 can be the greatest time of love. It will be so much love, but the love will not be a regular love. It will be not what's good for me and what's good for my sexuality, what we call nefesh be'emit in Kabbalah. It's to get out of the levels of my physical need and elevate it into the level of my soul of love. Because if you fall only to your body and sexuality, it will be illusion like always. Just remember that in this month you're going to experience that you're having fun without responsibility. Being sitting is actually working for you. Because it will. This month is just being nice to you. So it's a great time for maybe party, celebration, and whoever gets stuck in the last 7 years, 5 to 7 years, conflict that cannot be solved in the last 5 to 7 years, all right? Then there is a door that open in this month to change it. But it has to come by me changing myself, by me putting myself out there and saying, I want to become better. People need to know you want to get better. Don't hide it. I want to get better. I think I can be less lazy. I think I can be less afraid. Work on that. The door is open. Women, all the women in this month, globally, it's not just in the United States, globally, will get power. Will get power, and they will understand, sounds scary, they will understand that the change depends on them in May. So, husband, be careful. Your wife will kind of get extreme amount of energy, and she will realize that what's the point of waiting for the man to make it different? That's the Taurus and Uranus, by the way, because Taurus, Venus is the female. I'm not going into details because of time. So you need to understand, women are the power from the month of May. I mean, let me apologize, women are always the power, but in the month of May, we recognize it. So, for the man, in this month, help your sister, mother, wife, and daughter. Remember, they are the one who are going to shine from the month of May. They are the one who are going to shine from the month of May. Could be because of May. I don't know when the election is, but a woman might be the next president in the United States. So it's 2024. It's not this year. It's the year after. But you will start recognizing a woman that's running to become a president at that time. I don't know who it is. Maybe Clinton is running again. I don't think so, but she ran already 20 times. But maybe a new woman we don't even know. Okay? What is Clinton? What sign is she? She's Scorpio. Whoa. It can be true. Because she's Scorpio, it can happen. Because I say Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Wow. Very interesting. I never thought about it. Okay? I think I should write it down next time. Anyway, a lot of people will try to shake themselves from responsibility in this month. After May 15, okay, it's a very special time, but a lot of people will try to shake themselves from responsibility, say, enough, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Don't do this. It's a very important month of investment. Ask your wife, daughter, sister, or mother for advice in this month. Please remember that. Celebrate in this month, but go back to the woman to say, I don't know what's going on. I need to do some change. All right? Remember, the beginning of energy for Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo start in this month. They will start feeling great in this month. Those 4 signs that usually take life, beside Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo, usually it's heavy for them. For Aquarius, this is the time of relationship, because Aquarius is usually struggling with the relationship all the time. So it's going to be good for you. Now, the tarot card that I pulled was 8 Swords. 8 Swords meaning I'm stuck. So why this month is so positive? And the tarot showed it to me because a person has to understand in this month that if he's not or she's not letting go of the ego and agenda, you might be stuck while you're watching everybody else having a good time in the month of May. I told you. I hope you listen. June 1st. It's June 1st. Yeah, it's June 1st. June 1st. If you want to celebrate something, make sure you make a party in June 1st. June 1st should be a party for globally. You should close the whole universe. Nobody go to work. I don't know what day of the week is that. Whatever it is. Can you check it for me? If it's not Shabbat, don't party. Okay? We still do Shabbat. But
Wednesday.
Huh? Wednesday, good. Wednesday, that's when Tuesday night, you close the world, the whole universe, everybody. And you party at that night like never before till the morning. And in the end, in the morning, it's one of the most spiritual days of the entire year. You gotta look inside at June 1st. You gotta find out what's wrong with you with pride, not with fear, not with shame. Make a list, what is wrong with me at that time? June 1st, after I party all night in the morning. What's wrong? Not what's wrong with me with guilt and all this ego thing. No, what's wrong? What is I need to change? And don't worry, you're not going to be afraid. Now you're afraid to do it. But then you will be so ready to do it. Because you know what's wrong. You know you're stuck. You know it's not working from last month. So I want to do it. From January to June, remember I told you to write a list. So June is the time to manifest everything. So remember, you got to do that. All right. And such a spiritual year. Focus on your internal. In this month, you have to remember that Mercury and Venus are in the 3rd house, meaning communication, money, love, sex, everything depends on everything. What does that mean? Everything depends. It's always like that. No. Whatever happens in your house affects your business. Whatever happens in your business affects your love. Whatever happens in love affects your money. Everything is interconnected in this month. So it's fun, but be careful. Fight in the house, losing money in the bank. Making good day at work, come back home, there's love. Everything is connected to health too. So just understand it. Now, the tarot suggests Ace of Cups, meaning that you have to make a change with excitement in this month. Or you have to wait 7 more years. So in this month, June 1st, till, let me see, till June 15. It's only 15 days, guys. Sorry. In those 15 days, you're going to make some change that you initiate. You come up with that change. Now, remember, those of you who work with me, and can handle me, please, I'll be more than happy to help you to get to that goal of June 1st. But those of you who are not real, please don't call to get help from me. Because June 1st to June 15 is for people who are capable to change truly from the heart, not people who say they want to change. So it's up to you guys. It's up to you. You want to work with me on that? I will help you, but first commit for the truth. You have to be ready. July 1st. Yeah, July 1st. Wow. I wrote to myself, global revolution. I got scared when I wrote it down. In every area. If it's revolution in the business, if it's revolution in love, if it's revolution, there is revolution here. Now, you might feel depressed this month, really depressed. I want to remind you, it's not your fault. It's not you. It's just the energy in the universe is about to blow up goodness, but before it blow out, it's dealing with the dirt. Very sad energy, not sad time, energy. So whatever happened in this month, if you relate to the sadness, if you fall into the sadness, bad event will take place. Not bad event will make you sad. Sadness will make the bad event. Nature, water and fire get mixed with each other. That means, God forbid, I hope it will not happen, with the help of God. There is an opening for natural disaster in the area of water or fire. When you put liquid and fire together, you get lava, volcano. So please, between July 17 to August 5th, don't be next to a mountain that might have a lava there. I'm sorry for all the Hawaiian people, Just, it's not long time, okay? It's just for short time. There's a lot of danger in the world. Stay away from water and fire. If you have kids, don't let them play with fire or water. If you have kids, don't let them go to the pool or ocean or place next to a fire and water. All right? Volcano, I said, or it could be wind, hurricane or tornado, too much water or too much fire. So to prevent it, not to be sucked by that sadness energy, you have to have a group of people in this month together, meet together with a group of people, pray together, meditate together, so you will not be sucked into that energy. Whoever is alone, unfortunately, I have to tell you, you're going to be sucked. What if you don't have community around you? What do you do? Well, call us. Be part of our community. Call us, and we will do the best we can to help you. Again, art has a chance to be sold in this time. Just don't fight who's right and who's not. Just get to the business. Very, very simple. I wrote down something that I'm not happy to share it, but because I'm supposed to do that. I'm worried in this time about from July 15, from a war. And those of you who want to understand more about what I'm worried about can read the end of the book of Daniel, the prophet Daniel. Maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about. But the reason I don't like to talk a lot about it, because I don't like to predict negativity. I just say there is an opening there. So let's pray to prevent war. But it will have to be in a team, minimum of 4 people, maximum 11 people. okay? But if there is 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, or group of 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, a lot of that, it could be, I don't know, 444, that's perfect. So I'm specifically telling you that. So be in a group of people, don't do it alone. So if you're a couple, invite another couple, meditate together, pray together. Zugiyut, couples, love. Do not go on a date. I'm sorry. It's an illusion. You've been fooled. Don't go on a date on the month of July. I'm saying that to you, and I'm feeling not so nice to tell you this. Until when? Until the beginning of August, it's okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. But July is not the time for new relationship. Tarot. The tarot is telling us whatever decision you do, you have to wait either 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months, because things are right now fall asleep. So let's say you want to buy a house or you want to buy something in this month, just see if you can wait 3 days. If you cannot wait 3 days, don't buy it. It's going to be a mistake. I'm jumping to August 15. August 15, after that heavy energy we went through, is a great time to solve problems that are in our life between 5 to 7 years. So in the month of January, you have to write where you're stuck. Write down where you're stuck. In August 15, you can solve the thing that you wrote down where you're stuck. It's a great time for dating. It's a great time for a relationship. It's a great time to find your marriage, your soulmate. Everything is in this month. The whole world is, just to let you know, rejuvenate itself September, October, November. I will talk about it in a second. So those of you who feel, like they put you on hold, in August 15, you're going to start feeling like it opened internally. So it wasn't about border and country, it opened internally. And then the feeling will be that you feel like people owe you something, or the universe owe you something, and you feel like, okay, I feel like I'm back. And before I feel I'm back now, you owe me time, you owe me money, you owe me. You're going to lose if you think like this. Don't do that, all right? Instead of it, go to the next level of yourself. Don't go back and miss all the things that we call miss opportunity. Be busy with the future, not be busy with the past, okay? You can go to the future of what you want, but do not be busy with the past. Whoever busy with the ego and I am, this month will not give you a good service. The tarot card fit with that is the world, W-O-R-L-D. And what does that mean? We know that the card called the world has to do with the four corner of the world. That has to do with, coincidentally, the lion, the eagle, the bull, and the human. Those of you familiar with the Kabbalistic prayer, that's exactly the Kabbalistic prayer. Okay? Aryeh, Shor v'Nesher, Shachrit, Mincha v'Arvit, and Adam mitpalel. And the human is praying. So, what does that mean in this month? What does that mean, month? The month of prayer, the month of meditation. Please pray, please meditate. It's so good, it's so powerful. You need to stop me for something? No. Yeah. In this point, if anybody want to ask questions, just text it to Debbie or text it directly to the Zoom. I cannot see it, but Debbie will tell me the question. September 15, people start to be a little bit comfortable. And that's what they're doing a mistake. Why? Because last month they feel everything was smooth and it's cool. And they don't know it's not because of them. It just happened to be a good time. But it doesn't mean that they were initiated a good time. So divorce would be a lot at that time. Separation, a lot. Leaving an organization, leaving the place of work, leaving a company, leaving a partnership. Everything about getting out is that now you can turn it into a positive thing. You can move to a different country. That's leaving too. Move. September 15, move. I don't know what September 15 is. Yeah, move. It's a great time. To let you know, also Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, everything is in retrograde. Interesting, right? So it will be a change. September 15, a change. But it will only be a change for spiritual people. Can you believe it? So whoever is not spiritual, when I say spiritual, it's not just religious, it's not just spiritual. It's people who are for real spiritual, not people who are just look spiritual. Internally, between them and themselves, they're spiritual. New beginning, energy of the end of all evil for spiritual people only. And beginning of the world is going to be unbelievable. So that's why Debbie and me already talking about, if that's so, that will be look at the chart for a long time, why don't we make sure that in the end of September, like let's say September 20, we're all going to be in Israel, and we're going to do the holiday, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, in Israel. So please, come with us, join us. Let's start this time. If you're spiritual, please don't join us if you're not into the spiritual thing. If you just want to eat falafel, we promise to bleed to buy your falafel. But if you want to work on your spirituality, it's very, very powerful time. Very powerful time. The end of September, as we know, this is Rosh Hashanah, okay? And Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the Jewish year, is going to be Tafshin Pei Gimel, right? Tafshin Pei Gimel, okay? So, what do we have in Tafshin Pei Gimel? What did he come up with? we are looking at the year. And we come up with the word Gishat Hashem, meeting God. Meeting God. So it's good, but we want to stay alive, meaning God, right? We want to stay alive. So it's a very spiritual year. I don't want to say that because it will sound promising. Might be. Again, I didn't say it. I'm just want to tell you this. Gishat Hashem meaning something to do with the book of Daniel and the coming of the Messiah. When I say coming of the Messiah, I'm not talking about just another story, but it is definitely the beginning of the change, spiritual change. I hope all of you will be there. I highly recommend in this month to read Psalm chapter 83 and 84. Don't forget, 83 and 84, and it will make all change for you. Yeah. Now, your words in this month from September 15 till October 15, okay? Just remember, words as power. There's the angels in this time that whatever you say will happen. So please be careful not to say negative words about yourself or your family, even if you don't mean it. And don't speak negative at all. And focus on the positive words. Whatever come out of your mouth will happen. Please remind me too. I need that help too. The Tarot card represents the poor and the rich and the separation between the poor and the rich. So it seemed like the finance world will go to another change of the middle class people will disappear. I'm sorry to say this to you, but can we prevent it? Of course, everything can be prevented. And by understanding that you cannot wait from the May, you cannot wait for something to happen, you have to make it happen. Now, I'm going to move now into immediate prediction of October. I'm looking at October right now, fresh. I didn't want to do the last 2 months, 3 months, because I want to make it fresh with you. And I have the Tarot card here, as you can see. So it will give a chance, Debbie will say the name, and it will give you a chance to choose 3 cards, or maybe more, and I will pick up the card, I will show it to you, and I will explain what it means. So just register right now with Debbie, it's free, and tell her that you want to choose the card, and I will say your name. So October 1st, it's the start of the universe. It's like the whole world begin. I know it sounds crazy. Mercury in retrograde. Jupiter in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Uranus in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde, the Tikkun in retrograde, and the most important, the planet of healing is in retrograde. What does that mean, guys? What does that mean? The planet of healing is in retrograde. That's what gets me excited. Why? Because that means that we get a chance to restart all these COVID things will be over. So my prediction that October 1st, it's the end of all of it. Either they come with the medicine, either they come up with something, either everybody come up with unity about it, but it will be unbelievable time. Now, when you look at Venus, it's in Libra. What a beautiful time for love. In the fourth house, family, family, family. What a wonderful time. Family, 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 family. Sun in Libra, the fourth house, family. All about family. So please respect your family. If you don't like your father or your mother, please forgive them. Let it go. And understand this is all for the good. October 15, a bit to change. There is a beautiful triangle watching over us. So that you're going to start feeling the change. Do we have a choice of people?
We do.
Who? Is the first. Okay. I'm going to choose a card for you. And here we go. That's the card. Okay? That's called the 4 coin. 4 coin represented this month that we have to learn to let go of our money. We have to let go of our money. So for the cheap people, no good. You cannot sit on your money for too long. You gotta let it go. Buy things for yourself first in this month, but buy things that are a little bit expensive for you. So spend a little bit more in October 15. I'm sorry for the husband who's hearing me now. He said, why you have to say it now? My wife will take all my money. Well, if she have to take all your money, that's when you don't have a lot anyway. So let her take it. You know?
We have more people.
Hmm?
We have more people.
One second, I want to finish with October to make sure I tell them everything. Let me see. Yeah, it will be definitely an amazing revolution in the area of healing. I'm moving to November 1st. Oh my God, November 1st. What a beauty. What a beauty of a time. It's almost like a new year, almost like the year almost starts like in March instead of starting in January. And March is in retrograde. And, when March in retrograde, people can go a bit angry or aggressive, impulsive. So chill a little bit, okay? All the fire sign, Leo, Aries, okay, Sagittarius, please watch it. Now, the people who are born in the month of Sagittarius, you have to remember, in November 1st, you have to be careful a little bit, okay? People who are born in Sagittarius have to be careful in the November 1st. Because you are very good with lying, and your lies will come out. All the people who are born in Sagittarius, usually the best liars are Pisces, but Sagittarius can be good as well. And the thing will come out. It will not be able to stay. You gotta take care of your family. So if you lie to your family, that will come out. All the cheater among us, whoever cheating on love, whoever cheating on money, whoever cheating that, not gonna last very long. Not gonna last very good. So Sagittarius, get a mentor. Now, yesterday, get a mentor, okay? And especially the 4 sign that I mentioned before, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, gotta have a mentor every day. Because this year is one of the best years for you. I will talk about the Tarot in a second. November 15 is the time of intensity. Again, what do I mean by the time of intensity? Meaning, people do what they do in a way that if there is riot, they go all the way with it. Everything is going all the way. They don't hold on to something. So the justice fighter might create more problem than solution. Don't join a group who's just try to bring justice. If they want to bring justice, they will bring war too. Join a group that want to bring mercy. That's what you want to do. Because if you are busy with people who try to bring justice and name themselves as victim and look what the world did to us and don't join that group. They bring killing, they bring hate, they bring stealing, And just a good friend of mine from Boca Raton, Florida, teach me something so beautiful today. He teach me that why don't we stick to the Bible, to the Torah? It's very simple rules who keep us all together. And I love it. I love what he told me today, and I really enjoyed it. And God bless his soul. And the idea is to get into a place, specifically in November 15, we cannot just do whatever we want. We live in society. We have to respect the rules of society. You cannot just steal. You cannot just break into people's store and take whatever you want, just in the name of justice. You have to focus on mercy. Do you have a name for Tarot? Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte. Yes, the 3 cup. So the cup simply represent heart. And the heart, the emotion. 3 cups, celebration of 3 women dancing with a cup, represent the whole concept of celebration, the whole concept of unity, the whole concept of feminine energy, receiving energy. It's wonderful time. Why not, kind of a thing. But again, don't dance with Sagittarius. No. And I'm sorry for the Sagittarius, don't get angry with me. I can fix it for you. But you have to work on yourself. All the Sagittarius. Okay? But remember, the celebration is for everybody, and everybody going to do really great. But that celebration has to do with the heart, not with the brain. You have to show your emotion. Sagittarius can be tricky because they say one thing in their mouth and one thing with their behavior. I'm not against you. I don't hate you. I'm just saying it. All right? All the liar, based on these 3 cup, 3 women, not good. Now, women, I highly recommend it that you create women group. I know Debbie has few women group. Join one of them. One is for money, one is for love, one is for health. So join one of the group. I don't know if Debbie let people in, but she's here with me. But you can create a new group for that. 4 ladies together. Debbie can be one of you, and she doesn't have to be the teacher, just guiding you through that. No agenda. It will be beautiful. It will be really, really beautiful. December. When I look at December, I was happy. I was really, really happy. The reason I was happy, and by the way, Sagittarius in that month already been released from the judgment. So you're okay. So from the beginning of the year, Sagittarius a little heavy because of all your lies you did for many lifetime. And especially the people who are born close to Capricorn. The one is in the end of Sagittarius, close to Capricorn, on the border. Those are the people who need to be careful in this coming year and do tshuva and do repentance. Call people that you hurt and say, I'm sorry. Make sure you do that. And don't sit there and just say, you know what, I don't want to make that fight, so why should I do it? So if you have somebody who suffers, you better do something about it. Okay? Now, the month of Sagittarius, the month of December 1st, all right, we are talking about, again, the planet of healing, health, still in retrograde. So that means that we are still dealing with a lot of solution for the whole idea of the practical solution for the COVID or other disease. It will be a great discovery of some disease. Could be cancer, could be a heart attack. They will discover a lot of great things November till the end of the year. And remember, this is the year of meeting God, B'kishat Hashem. So that means you can connect to God. Again, the December continue, and December 15, okay, December 15, make sure you belong to some type of group of spirituality. Mars is still in retrograde. People are still angry, okay, in the 9th house. It's in the 9th house, so when you see March in the 9th house is the house of Virgo usually. So that's intensity and fight over details. Now, when you look at Uranus, still with the Taurus, you have the Uranus and Taurus, usually they disagree with each other. It's in the 8th house. So when you see it in the 8th house in retrograde, 8th house is the house of money and death. Okay, it's the house of Scorpio usually. So, the good news is Taurus feel comfortable in the house of Scorpio. Not the great news, Uranus doesn't feel comfortable in Taurus. So there will be a lot of contradiction and revolution. And those of you dealing with money, anything to do with the state, anything to do with money that left from parents and grandparents, it can be fighting over that. Just be careful not to take too much risk from December 15, please. Do not take too much risk for 15 days. Do we have a choice for December? Deborah. Deborah. The name is Deborah. Deborah, that's the card that you chose, or I chose for you. It's the King of Wands. Wands represent Aries. It's about the Aries. So this is a new beginning with ego. It's a new beginning with ego, meaning that I have to start, but for me to start something new, I have to have ego. So those of you who don't have ego will have a difficult time to start a new project. Develop the ego is not a bad thing if it's for the sake of others. I'm done by now, but if there is a question, I'm open for a few questions, and just send it and I will answer all your questions, please. Thank you. Those of you who are in LA, this weekend is very special. It's the end of the book of Genesis, and those of you who want to make like a prayer or meditation to the end of Genesis, because Genesis represents Keter, crown. So whatever we do in this Saturday morning define what's going to happen in the next 10 weeks. So it's kind of important to meet and have maybe a prayer or minyan or something, or food together or feast together. Those of you who are in LA, I will do it, but if you want to join me, just let Debbie and me know, and we will do the meditation together, of course. If there's any question before I go.
What is the spiritual message of COVID-19?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Next question. Well, I don't know what the spiritual message, and I'm not here to tell you what the message is, but I'm sure if you hear all my lecture, I gave that message 3 years ago, and I'm purposely not telling you because I want you to work. So make an effort, go to my videos, and start listening to them. All the answer for those simple questions are there. Yes, I'm going to wait for more questions, a few more minutes. We good? Anyhow, those of you interested in the recording of this video, Debbie will make it available for you with our team who cutting the video, doing such a great job with the video, with the light, with everything. So thank you for all my team, for everybody who's here, for everybody who's showing up today. Don't forget, those of you who want Astrological Chart personally only to you, 40 minutes only, and 10 minutes question and answer, $100 only if you register till Saturday night. That's the time. You register this night, the price will be only $100 for you. And please make sure you do it fast. And Debbie's only one person. She cannot be that busy with all of you, but trust me, you want to do that. It's something that really can be helpful for you. In the end, let's meditate for the world. So we're going to sit back. And please take this beautiful energy that we revealed tonight and send this energy to all the planet, all the way to the Ensof, to the endless. And we're asking from the light of the Creator, just please, mercy on us and give us desire to receive that mercy. So it will be a combination of the Creator, give us mercy, and we are actually receiving it. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. You have more questions? No. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night, wherever you are. Those of you in LA, don't forget, Saturday is a very important day. Bye. All the best.